Transforming your life with hypnotherapy just got easier with your host, Julie from coachinghypnosis.net.
Hey there, Julie here from Coaching Hypnosis. If you're a guy in your mid-20s feeling like anxiety is running the show way more than it should, then this message is for you. The world right now, it's a stressful AF. Anxiety rates have shot up by 25% globally over the past few years, and that's not just some random number. It's real people, real struggles, and real frustration happening every day. So I want to cut through all the noise and share the 3 healthy anxiety hypnosis perks that might just change how you handle those heavy feelings. I'm not just some random voice online. I've spent over a decade as a clinical hypnotherapist in strategic psychotherapy, helping people quietly shift their mindset and calm their racing minds online without having to even leave their couches or change out of their pajamas. That means these tools are practical, approachable, and designed for real life. If your anxiety or fear feels totally overwhelming, crushing, or like it's taking over every second of your day, meds might actually be your friend, at least for now. There's zero shame in that. Sometimes your brain is so wired that it needs a little chemical support to slow down enough for you to rebuild your calm from the inside out. You can always talk to a doctor about starting meds safely and, when you're ready, how to come off them slowly with professional help. Hypnosis and self-help work best when your brain isn't in full panic mode 24/7. Anxiety isn't just about feeling stressed or nervous before a test or a date. It's deeper than that. Maybe it's that relentless feeling like your thoughts and emotions are spinning in a tornado you can't escape. Or those nights where sleep just won't come, leaving you drained, irritable, and edgy the next day. Doctors once coined the term like corona insomnia or COVID insomnia because many people couldn't sleep due to anxiety around the pandemic and uncertainty. Now, with everything that's going on, it's less about viruses and more about politics keeping us up at night. If you're unsure where you're at, it's always smart to check with your GP or a mental health professional because sometimes the news feels like a 24/7 insomnia playlist. What guys often tell me about anxiety, it crushes your day uninvited, like some annoying ex that just won't quit. It wrecks your focus, wrecks your vibe, and leaves you feeling powerless and stuck in your own head. But here's the truth, you deserve better than that. You deserve to tap into your inner calm and take control of your mind again. Let me tell you about a guy I worked with once. Picture this, big bloke, arms crossed, AC/DC t-shirt, a grumpy scowl on his face. First words out of his mouth when we met, "What do you fucking want?" His wife had dragged him to me because his anxiety and mood swings were so bad. He was bouncing between hospital stays and trying to hold it together at home. He drove trucks for a living, but the anxiety crushed him, making work almost impossible. He believed he was stuck, like there was no way out. This is called stable attribution, where you think your situation is permanent and unchangeable. His anxiety felt like 40 DVDs playing all at once in his head, overwhelming sights, sounds, and emotions all crashing at the same time. It was intense, but after a few hypnosis sessions, he began to find calm that even surprised him. His wife said it was like seeing a new version of him, the calm, steady guy she married, finally back. Then on the flip side, there was a woman in her 70s who was terrified to sleep because she thought she'll die in her sleep. Her adult kids took turns sleeping beside her to ease her fears. Now imagine being a grown adult and having to share a bed with your mum. Yeah, disgusting vibes all round. No one wants to admit that on a podcast, but come on, it's like your teenage nightmares just got a whole new level of awkward. She had tried everything, doctors, sleeping pills, therapy, but nothing helped. The pressure was crushing on her and her family. When I hypnotized her the first time, all 4 kids watching nervously, probably wishing they were anywhere else. She was incredibly brave. I explained gently that getting quality sleep wasn't just a nice to have, it was essential for healing and living longer. After a few sessions, she was finally able to fall asleep on her own, giving her and her family peace they hadn't felt in years. So yeah, no more gross bed sharing, just good, peaceful sleep. Everyone wins. Guys in their early to mid-20s often juggle a lot, starting careers, dating, moving out, social pressures, financial stress and big decisions about the future. Anxiety hits hard because you're wired to want control, but life feels unpredictable. You've got ambition but feel failure or rejection. You want to seem together, so you bottle things up instead of talking about them. You get stuck replaying conversations or mistakes on loop in your head. Hypnosis won't magically fix all your problems overnight, but it can teach your brain to chill out, break unhelpful thought patterns and reconnect you with a calmer, clearer mindset. Here are the 3 perks of using hypnosis for anxiety that can work for you. Perk 1, beat panic attacks before they take over. Panic attacks feel brutal. Fast heartbeat, struggling to breathe, brain screaming danger. Hypnosis expert Jeffrey Zeig recommends a grounding technique that's simple and effective. Look around and find one thing you see, the sky, your phone, a chair. Listen and find one thing you hear, traffic, birds, your own breath. Touch and find one thing you can feel, your feet on the ground, the fabric of your shirt, the wind on your face. Say these out loud or in your head 3 times. One thing I see, one thing I hear, one thing I feel. It pulls your brain back to the here and now, turning down the panic dial. Perk 2, shutting down the thought-spinning rumination cycle. You know, that endless loop of thoughts like a broken record. That's called rumination, and it can make anxiety spiral. The trick is to create mental distance. Try this crystal ball technique. Imagine you're holding a crystal ball in your right hand. Inside it is a tiny version of the earth and a tiny you inside. Pour all of your swirling worries, feelings and thoughts, climate doom, work stress, relationship drama, down your arm and into the ball. Now watch that tiny you in the ball from a distance, observing without getting caught up. This helps you detach from your emotions, giving clarity and space to breathe. Perk 3, manage the fear of not knowing. One of anxiety's hardest hits is the fear of the unknown. Your brain hates uncertainty and tries to fill in the gaps with worst-case stories. When you feel panic about what's next, try this. Quietly say to yourself, I don't know. Take a deep breath, hold it for a second or 2, and then let it go. Repeat. Accepting you don't know stops your brain from spinning wild stories and keeps you grounded in the present. Remember, most people don't know the full story behind why things happen, and that's okay. So what now? You can keep letting anxiety control your life or try something different. Hypnosis is a tool to help you hit pause on the noise in your head and find calm again. Imagine waking up, feeling lighter, more in control, and ready to take on whatever comes your way. It's possible. It starts with a choice. What if you gave yourself that chance? The choice is yours.